Yeah, that should be a little better. I hope. The Flash. Who else? Wait, can Starfire fly at light speed? Wait, I don't think so. I don't think she's ever been shown moving that fast, comics or TV shows. Looks like you really have to improvise to get the longer combos with Starfire.
Keep your hands off my Grebnax.
Which really is no surprise because she is
You keep falling behind.
Here comes the wildfire.
damn, get some of these pretty quickly. Cool with that on. Hey, I got a trophy. Don't get caught up in the Starfire. Starfire must defeat any opponent with the final hit coming from Starry Night. So that's all. The Pacific... What, her super? That's the name of it? Starry Night? Yeah. You know what would have been cool if they had given Starfire gear that made her look more like her cartoon counterpart from Teen Titans. I'm using her normals way more than her damn special moves. She's 3 fights and I'm still not level 2? Give me a break here.
Are you trained in the martial arts, Ryan Choi?
No, but I have 3 PhDs.
Even a scientist must prepare for war.
Jeez, not everybody can know Kung Fu. Come on now. The character models always look bigger in Mortal Kombat games compared to Injustice games. I because you don't have characters moving quite as fast, you always technically be more slow paced. That, and I think just because they have way more interactables and way more stuff going on. Oh, that final smash to the ground or that fall to the ground doesn't do damage? Come on now. Sheesh, I just get it to level 2 and you're gonna give me gear for Cheetah. Give me gear for a Starfire. I think there's one more loadout for Cheetah I need to complete, or epic gear loadout. I still don't think I'll be playing her a lot, but probably more often than Enchantress, that's for sure. Sheesh, what an uneventful night this has turned out to be. Oddly enough, I'm fine with that.
Thunder does not scare me, Adam.
The last time we met, you lost.
This time I'll redeem myself.
I don't know why, but I like doing that.
The Titans stood united against you.
Wait a minute. There we go. Why throw her down to her?
Even Trigon couldn't take my heat.
What was it? Oh yeah, her down two is just her eye blast. I like that, it was cool. Wait, can it be meter burn? Let me get it at least to level 3.
You know, the two of us could.
Everybody needs friends.
Microphone. Ah, this is taking too long.
This princess does not back down. I'm not some trophy, Brainiac.
You will be collected.
Try it and you will get burned. Stand the heat.
With how much NRS advertised collecting gear in this game as being the main thing, they certainly like to make it difficult to earn any good gear. Some bullshit, that's what that is.
I considered you family, Diana.
Would it be so hard to trust us again?
Your gods would have to turn back time. Hail Athena!
Yeah, enough of that. How many gearboxes do I still have? Let's see, 31 bronze, 14 silver, 10 gold, 53 platinum, 20 diamond, 26 bronze, 9 silver, 5 gold, 1 platinum, guild. Wait, how do I have more platinum than bronze or silver? That's pretty interesting. Play 3 matches as Blue Beetle. Why did I read it as Bumblebee? Oh man, imagine if she was in this game. And they probably would have given her Starfire's moveset, or most of it. OG Rican. This ought to be interesting. Alright, let's do this. What the hell? Dang it.
Be glad this is not the tournament.
heck no. I'm choosing the stage this time. That was a fun match, but man, is that stage boring. Oh shit, over 5,000 spectators. That explains a lot. Yes. Damn!
Be relieved I do not seek your life.
Okay, I don't know what the hell happened that time. Stop it.
The cream repels you.
I fear no sorcery.
Hey, was that a cross-up? Yeah, I think it was. Oh, but ain't my good buddy Orion. Nice to see you here. Oh, just to let you know, OG Weekend, should have said this earlier, but I'm streaming right now. moment, I thought that was teabagging for a moment. It's like, even if I were to win, I probably would just lock into that. Haha! Man, Swamp Thing, you suck at the long range. No wonder you never see Swamp Things at tournaments. Actually, I wonder why I don't see more Sub-Zeros at tournaments. He's got to be one of the most versatile in the whole game. Damn! Should have known better you weren't gonna do like a 2-hit combo or something. Should have clashed sooner. Celia. But you probably haven't ran into me in Injustice 2 yet because I haven't been playing as much. Actually, how many days has it been since I last played this? I can't remember how many days, but it's been a while. Just to let you know, Correx1, I'm streaming right now. So that way you don't think I'm talking to you the whole time. Oh, Robin player. Guys used to be everywhere when I first started playing online. Damn, microphone.
I always treated you with respect.
You were always condescending.
You make it so easy to hit you.
I didn't even know he could recover that fast from the sword swipe. Damn, why don't I want to see more Robins in tournaments? Wow, this is freaking embarrassing. Oh gee, thanks a lot, Godspeed. No wonder he's only number 8 on the top fastest. What the hell? top this out. I don't know where I am.
One-handed.
I will sit
Oh, damn. Freaking Robin players are crazy. That's why I never look forward to fighting any Robin players. Let's see, Robin, Enchantress, and oh yeah, Wonder Woman. Yeah, hurry up. All right, it's gonna be good. I hope. Deadshot, Dr. Fate players, always easily the most hated. I don't even zone obsessively with Dr. No, not Dr. Fate, Deadshot. Like, it's annoying sometimes, but sometimes zoning people out can be a little fun. A lot of fun to troll people.
That leopard print suits me, dear.
You couldn't pull it off.
My knife's plenty sharp enough.
King Kong vs. Godzilla. Heck yeah, it's confirmed for next year in 2020. Gonna be part of the MonsterVerse after Godzilla King of the Monsters. Oh, that's counter. Damn.
Club soda will get that right out.
All I know is for Godzilla vs. Kong, the official title, is that when those two fight, I don't care who wins. Like, I'll be rooting for Kong, definitely. But all I care in the end is that the fight is good. And not only will the fight be good, but I also hope that at some point during the fight, Kong just, however he does it, just suplex the fuck out of Godzilla. You know what irritates me is how so many people complain about Kong, saying that because in the original Godzilla vs. King Kong, he had electrical powers, well Kong did. And people are saying he shouldn't have electrical powers now because it's not realistic. And I'm like, it's giant monsters fighting each other. Ain't nothing realistic about any of it. Well, that remains to be seen, Orion. We'll have to wait until the movie comes out, or at least until we see a trailer to see how tall Kong's going to be in comparison.
Deep down, you know this is funny.
Yeah, kind of that.
Pray to the goddess of the hunt.
Sheesh, is that like unblockable or something? Darn.
Who's a good kitty?
Your blood'll stain my claws.
Holy shit, that damage. Man, either this guy is just that good, guy, girl, I don't know, or my skills with Cheetah are really slipping. Ah, Captain Frost. I mean Cole. Wait, did I want to slow out? No, I didn't with this one. There we go. You know, Orion, that's what a lot of people have been saying about Godzilla vs. Kong. That will probably lead to those two having to team up to fight. Which, honestly, if that happens, I wouldn't mind. Like, if Godzilla can team up with a giant pterodactyl and a giant moth to take down a three-headed dragon, why can't he team up with a giant primate? if I remember, it was said before that with Godzilla versus Kong, that there's gonna be a definite winner, but they didn't say like how it's gonna go down, like who exactly is gonna win. Well, obviously they're not gonna spoil that, but they didn't say it was gonna end in death, because as the saying goes, not all fights end in death. So I hope that none of them die. Like one of them definitely wins and just acknowledges the winner, and that'd be it. Wait, I forgot to change the audio. Yeah, that should be a little better. It is unblockable.
You reap what you have sown.
You know, I think both Godzilla and Kong are in for a surprise when they run into each other. But after seeing everything others like Ghidorah and Rodan and Mothra can do, or will do in King of the Monsters, all I know is that they're gonna need to give Kong something to give him an advantage over Godzilla, besides just being faster and more agile. And having an easier time improvising when he fights. Like seriously, I think it would be pretty cool if in Godzilla vs. Kong they gave him electrical powers. All I know is there's definitely gonna be people complaining, saying it makes no sense or it's not logical. And I'm like, oh yeah, but a giant lizard like Godzilla who can breathe or shoot out atomic energy somehow is like, well, somehow that makes sense. Yeah, he's just like Kong's like a little over 100 feet tall. And as they said, since he's still just a teenager, or a child compared to the rest of the species, that he still has a lot of growing to do. Man, Joker's got some weird combos.
Your corpse will have a great smile.
You reap what you have sown.
I think Godzilla may still be going as well, because they said that he's a little taller in King of the Monsters than he was in the 2014 film. Of course, I don't think he's gonna get I don't think he's growing at the same rate compared to Kong. Because if I remember, they said that Godzilla is millions of years old, and so even if he is growing a little, it won't be as fast as Kong is. Alright, good game. You know, I should probably just put it on the chat party so I don't have to worry about people thinking I'm talking to them. Can I do that from here? Nope. You know what? I remember Maximilian. There was one video where he was playing online, and while he was playing online, he didn't have himself put in the party chat to mute other players. And so one guy started talking to him. So one guy was like geeking out over playing against Maximilian. And Maximilian himself started freaking out a little bit. He was like, "Oh, gotta put the party chat on. Don't mean to mute you." You know what's funny? People have been talking about that ever since Godzilla in 2014. People were complaining about Godzilla looking like he was very fat, and I don't know really what to say about that. But definitely, excuse me. Damn, am I getting tired? But definitely in King of the Monsters, he looks like he's gained a few pounds. But then again, when you're an old man whose only thing to do is just swim around, sleep, and only occasionally fight against other people, you tend to gain quite a lot of weight over the time, over years. Compared to someone like Kong, who spends more time fighting and roaming around. The problem with Darkseid, as far as online, is almost the same problem I have with Sub-Zero. Almost every type of player just plays him exactly the same. Like jump in the air, teleport behind the opponent, air 3 into boot stomp, and spam the hell out of his Omega Beams. That's not what I wanted to do.
Conduct. This day marks your end.
Yeah, if I remember, it's like, I think 5 years between Godzilla and Godzilla King of the Monsters. So I think in that time, he's been mostly just swimming underwater or sleeping.
Grow tired of war spectacle?
Not in the slightest.
Just plays the same as almost every other Darkseid I encountered. And as I just said, it's almost the same thing with Sub-Zero. Plays them the same. I don't know if I can say the same for Swamp Thing, because Swamp Thing... No! Because Swamp Thing players are very, very rare. It feels like it's been over a year since I last played another Swamp Thing player. Like, Swamp Thing online is so rare to the point where I remember I told one of my friends that I was a Swamp Thing player in Injustice 2, and he said he was kind of surprised. You know, I was kind of hoping that with Ghidorah, they give him a design that's like, kind of like Godzilla's, a lot different from any past incarnations, but still familiar so that audience can recognize him. But no, they didn't even do that. With Ghidorah and King of the Monsters, he just looks the same as any other incarnation. It's just only taller. Not really a huge deal, but I was just kind of hoping they give his design something like familiar but unique, kind of like what people would do with Godzilla.
tired of war spectacle?
Not in the slightest.
Damn! King Ghidorah does look cool. Yeah, but so far it's mainly just rumors that other classic monsters besides Godzilla, Mothra, Rodan, and King Ghidorah will be in there. Like anyone besides those four, it's mainly rumors so far. Oh, that's an overhead. Oh shit! Screw this. Just got an invitation from one of my old buddies. Please give me a moment. I don't know why, but that's just kind of funny how I just did that. Just instantly quitting a ranked set. Well, I was going to lose anyway. But just going to quit in the middle of a ranked set just to go and play against someone online. Wait, do they know that I'm streaming? I'm pretty sure they do. I did send them the invite earlier. Hold on a second. Why I gotta send a damn invite? Damn, people always got me doing all this extra shit. One time, it was the very first time I was streaming Tekken 7. And, you know, I'm thinking about getting that game again. If I ever feel like it, I probably will. But anyways, I was streaming Tekken 7. And while I was streaming it, some asshole came onto the stream, was basically harassing me for no reason, going on and on about how the way I was training, what I was doing with the character, the mistakes I was making, and was typing some other weird shit. And eventually it got to the point where yeah, I'm gonna get MK11 when I get the money for it. Now, what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I try to remember what else this person did that irritated me. But I think overall they were just being a troll. Oh yeah, they somehow found out my online account. I think probably because I was back when I was stream. In the description or in the titles, it would have the name of my PlayStation account under the hashtags. And so in practice. And so at one point when he saw what my PlayStation account was, he went onto his system and sent me both an invite and a message saying that I don't know that he was ready for me or anything like that. I don't know, some kind of weird challenge that he gave, and he told me to either take it or leave it. I was all like, take it or leave it? Who the fuck you think you are? So I just left. Wait, hold on a second. Ah, shit. I gotta use the bathroom. Hold on, I'll be right back.
This planet needs my help.
Earth can help itself.
That's not how it looks to me.
Haha, surprise! I fucked up for that. Damn, we both doing damage. I remember that. Wasn't that from an episode of Dexter? I remember that became kind of a meme of sorts. A meme or one of those YouTube finds.
I can knock you down all day.
There was like one YouTuber where he would say surprise motherfucker, and then started saying a whole bunch of other lines that rhymed with that.
Can't believe you've lasted this long.
I shall endure.
What was I talking about before I left? Oh yeah, that guy who I think was basically a stream sniper when I was playing Tekken 7. I feel like them harassing me and then sending me that message saying that this is probably the only time they were going to challenge me and to take it or leave it. I think that guy was a stream sniper. Armor? We don't. It's just the same amount of armor. Like just one hit of armor on a meter burn forward, a back 3, and what else? Actually, I don't know how much armor super moves have. I think super moves have more than one hit. I just don't know how many. Now, if I remember when I first went up against Bad Winkles, yeah, the number of armor doesn't change for the characters. Oh, you mean how much health or defense? I don't really look at that when I make these things out. Anyway, when I first went against Bad Winkles, I tried using Bane while they were playing Bane, and I think yeah, that was all bad for me. What happened to the downward version?
You will receive no mercy.
No, I always hear people complain about how NRS has bad animations for their characters. I don't know what the heck they're talking about. The animations in Mortal Kombat and Justice just on me. Darn it, sir. That was very unnecessary. Sir or Madeline. I don't even know why I'm tripping so much. You know, that stage we just played on, that stage and Slaughter Swamp are the only ones where Swamp Thing doesn't feel or look so out of place. You know, as weird as this sounds, it almost feels like out of all the games from NRS, it almost feels like it's got to be between MK9 and MK11, which one doesn't look so highly unbalanced compared to Injustice 1 and 2 and MK11. What sucks about Bane and Injustice is that the game kind of forces people to just abuse his arm and go for the back forward one, that charging tackle. And he's supposed to be a grappler, and yet you'd be better off just almost using that move in conjunction with his Venom. Such a freak absolutely needs his character ability to win. Son of a bitch. Oh hey, I won that. See, this is why I hate fighting grapplers. I hate grapplers, man. There's the guy who makes grapplers all the time. Yeah, you told me before, Orion, that Sub-Zero is one of your mains, or your main, among your mains. Because if I remember, to upgrade this to the Ultimate Edition, it was like $3.99, so about $40. You know, I still remember the one time me and Flip, during one of my live streams, we basically came up with our own lantern corps, the Silver Lanterns. And unlike the other lanterns who rely on the emotional spectrum, our power comes from logic. And we rely on logic over emotion. And we described ourselves as the one lantern corps that the other lantern corps couldn't really trust.
Green Lantern's got you.
There's another Call of Duty coming out? Hey, is this one gonna have an actual campaign mode, or they're gonna take that out in favor of just online multiplayer? That's the exact reason I did not get Black Ops 4.
Ring, don't fail me now.
Trying to do trying to do Call of Duty like they do Fortnite or PUBG. Just make it an online battle royale, no story mode or nothing. Seriously, it's the campaign modes that kept me coming back to the Call of Duty games. Except for what was it? Infinite Warfare, and I believe another one was Black Ops 3. Because Infinite Warfare, like the premise of it being a heavily futuristic setting and having your fights all the way in outer space on different planets, like that was cool and all, but the overall story, I hated it, especially the ending. Everyone hates Infinite Warfare. Yeah, that don't surprise me. Whoops. Oh yeah, the Joker's Playground. This is also another stage where Swamp Thing to me doesn't feel too out of place. Mostly because of where that playground is set. You know, in my honest opinion, to me, the best Call of Duty ever made, at least the best Call of Duty I've ever played, was World at War. Like the story, the settings, the guns you get to use, all of that was just awesome. And if I remember the zombie mode in that game, I like how they did zombie mode in World at War. Where show you have that little opening where it shows a zombie running towards a soldier who looks like they're just waking up for being unconscious.
I will enjoy.
And that's about it. They don't do no big old extra cutscene or a whole bunch of extra stuff. Like they just put you in this building where you have to defend yourself from zombies and that's it. Because every other Call of Duty that came out, they kept on adding all this extra stuff that just made it unnecessary. That made playing the game more taxing. It's like you gotta unlock this, you gotta unlock that, you gotta get this item over here to unlock this thing over here. Whereas with World at War zombie mode, it's like, oh, you wanna get to this area? Well, simple, just get enough points. That's why, for me, if I ever find out that World at War, like if there's ever a remaster of sorts on the PS4, I would definitely buy that game again. Like World at War remastered, or even if it's not remastered, just re-released. Like Black Ops 2. I can't remember if I played Black Ops 2. Because I think for a fact I played Black Ops 1. It was one of those where you start at a bus station, and at that bus station there's like this bus you can get aside once you get enough points, and you just drive around to all these different locations. Like one of them being a farmhouse, another one being this old abandoned house where one of the rooms leads to an underground lab facility. and then they say never mind.
Now don't you feel silly?
Excuse me, having my brain here.
You need to work out more.
What was that?
Kryptonians call that a beatdown.
Yeah, I don't get that whole quick scoping or hard scoping. Cause I'm like, hey, if you don't want to get shot, you got some cover. Like, that's what you're supposed to do in a fire fight. Get the cover.
You got second place.
And instead of complaining about how fast the opponent's shooting, you shoot faster.
You fight like a noob.
Focus, Jaime.
One of my favorite Clash quotes from Blue Beetle is when he's fighting an opponent and he's all like, I am so blogging about this.
Not big on
Dang! Damn Kryptonians and their overconfidence. Dang, Supergirl, someone done stole your cape. Like, between a Kryptonian and a champion, I remember I asked people if they would rather be a Speed Force conduit, a Kryptonian, or a champion of the Wizard. For me, I'd rather be a champion of the Wizard. At least that way, I don't have to be like a Kryptonian where I have to worry about holding back all the time, so I don't have to worry about accidentally killing anyone or causing any mass destruction. Compared to a champion of the Wizard where I'll just use the power when I need to, and when I don't need it, just turn it off. Is Supergirl banned? Yeah. I don't see why it would be necessary to ban her. Like, she's very versatile.
with some big differences.
But still equally dangerous.
Oh. Yeah, I know you heard me, Catwinkle. Oh, I think, oh, you mean that I don't have to keep on replying. Oh, shit. Yeah, I just thought of that. Yeah, honestly, I never do competitive mode. But that's mostly on because I'm most of the time playing online against random people. Like, it's only in like friendly against matches. What am I even saying? I'm confusing myself. Matches against people I have on my friends list. Mostly because I know they don't really try to control me that often or irritate me purposely.
I'm one of the good guys.
Likewise, young lady.
Now don't you feel silly?
You know, a lot of people complain about Supergirl's teleport compared to Scorpion's, but, well, I don't want to say it's easily reactable, but if I remember, both attacks are highs, so you don't have to worry about crouch blocking. Not to mention, they usually tend to be quite easily punishable. And, you know, I just remembered something I did that was very cold-blooded of me. It was, well, actually, you even see it when I did it earlier in this stream. But I remember the first time I did it, where someone, it was in someone, the second player, they had,
Remember we were teammates?
instead of selecting a stage right away,
How could I forget the squad?
they had their character set to
Well, you
competitive
suck
mode.
then too.
So they were constantly pressing the competitive mode button over and over again because they wanted me to do it. But I didn't want to, but I knew they weren't going to select the stage to start the game unless I did. So I put it on competitive mode, they selected their stage, and then I took it off of competitive mode and selected my stage. So basically, while they were limited by competitive mode, I wasn't. All the advantages from my gear I had, while they didn't get to have such advantages. And it's like I didn't want to insult them any further by laughing out so loud, so I had to keep my laughs to myself. Also, thanks for the offer, Orion, but no. When it comes to anything in fighting games, combos, or anything else, I always prefer to learn on my own. Makes it more fun for me. Damn it! Yeah, rage quits to me are always much better in Mortal Kombat X. And for what I've seen, they have more than one type of rage quit in Mortal Kombat 11. Like in MK11, in addition to characters' heads exploding, there's also one where a giant spike just comes out of nowhere. Oh, what the heck? You know, one of the irritating things about Harley when fighting her is her character trait. Those hyenas, because of all these crazy, almost unblockable setups you can do. Not to mention how long her combos can go on and on. Like, Harley's got some really, really long combos. Both corner combos and mid-screen. But it's a little bit easier to do combos with her in this game compared to Injustice 1. At least for me. Haha, your wrestling is no match for my swamp style grappling. Swamp style submission wrestling. That's what I should call it.
This world.
Hey, I was watching that. That's cold. I don't know why I keep blocking the air. Yeah, campers are so annoying in Call of Duty games. But it is a very good strategy. So far, the only FPS game I have with online multiplayer is Doom. And you can't camp in that game, obviously. Hey, I was cross blocking. Must have been punished. As a matter of fact, do makes it clear that we're not supposed to camp.
Greed is power.
Yeah, we're both playing grapplers, but we're not doing a whole lot of grappling. I don't get people's expecting to spawn and then play 11 or MK in general. Like people were demanding spawn in MKX, didn't get them. They demanded spawn in Injustice 2, didn't get him. And now they're demanding him in Mortal Kombat 11. Like with almost each new NRS game, people are constantly demanding spawn. Now if it turns out spawn does not appear in this game, I would not be surprised. Of course, I won't be surprised. A whole bunch of people get upset over that too. Like, unless I see an official statement by either Todd McFarlane himself or from Netherrealm, from Ed Boon, unless there's an official statement or until I see a trailer, I won't believe anything about Spawn being anywhere in the game. Okay, lads, for real. Alright. I remember I used to say that to one of my friends almost all the time. Can't remember what game it was. Oh yeah, Puyo Puyo. It was like one of those puzzle type games. Like Tetris, competitive Tetris, that's what it was. And the funny thing was, he would beat me so often because he was just that much better. And even though I'd be running late for class, or I have like maybe 5 or even just a minute until class starts, but instead of hurrying to get to class, he would constantly beat me. And he'd be all like, dude, shouldn't you be getting to class? And I would almost yell out, one more! Almost every time. Like I was determined to beat him at least once.
A worthy test of strength. My strength is root and stem. Everything can be broken.
Man, get a new catchphrase. I keep forgetting just how much damage Swamp Thing can do. Like without gear being in effect. Now, if in the end we do get Spawn, I wouldn't mind because he is a cool character. But for everyone you just stated that's been rumored, he's like the only one I would look forward to. As for any others, Pennywise, Terminator... Okay, Ash, I would actually like to see Ash. But that's about it, just Ash and Spawn. Pennywise, I don't know why people are asking for Pennywise of all people. Like, to me, that's just stupid. I think it's just because he's a horror movie character, and we've had horror movie characters in Mortal Kombat. I think that's what it is.
Frail sapling. I will not break.
Like, it's still stupid. And the Joker, I don't know why people would want Joker. I guess because of the whole MK and DC characters crossing over into each other's respective games, since NRS develops both. But it's like, instead of special guest characters... Alright, see you, Badwinkle. Like, instead of... What was I saying? For MK11, instead of special guest characters, I would have preferred if instead... Okay, I keep losing track. Oh yeah, instead of special guest characters, regardless if they're from other comics or horror films or whatever, I would rather they would focus on I'd rather they focus instead on just MK characters on their own on their own franchise. Cuz I think with Mortal Kombat, whether if it's Mortal Kombat 11 or any other game, that they do so well to the point where they don't even need special guest characters. Well, almost every major fighting game out there, Tekken, King of Fighters, Street Fighter, all of them do so well to the point where they wouldn't even need special guest characters just to be able to sell so many copies. They would just need to make a good game with good roster and good gameplay overall. So Mortal Kombat 11, all these people are making all these rumors about special guest characters, horror film characters, Spawn, Ash, or whoever. I'm like, NRS, in my opinion, doesn't need all that. I would rather they bring back more classic characters or more veterans from the franchise rather than all so many special guest characters. Man, I don't know why they did Kenshin and Ermac so dirty in MK11, especially when you see what happens to them in the crypt. And I wonder why Takeda and Kung Jin weren't brought back in the base roster. I'm like, you are essentially removing half of the team of Cassie Cage's team because it was what did they call them? Cassie Cage, Jackie Briggs, Takeda, and Kung Jin. But what was Takeda's last name? Takahashi. Oh yeah, they were called the Comeback Kids, since each of them were related in some way to veterans from the franchise. Cassie, Jackie, and Takeda being children of at least three of the characters. Kung Jin being cousins with Kung Lao. And yeah, honestly, I did not like Kung Jin at all. Like the only Takashi Takeda. Okay, the only variation Kung Jin had what that I liked was the Bojutsu variation. And let's see, so his Bojutsu variation and his character design for his default costume, those are the only two things he has that I liked. Because throughout story mode, he just irritated me. I mean, he had this condescending, overconfident, arrogant attitude, acting like he was the best ever, when in fact he was far from it. And I think what was it? I think it was 3 times in story mode, he put both the mission and his friends, or I don't know about friends, or his teammates' lives in jeopardy for whatever selfish reason of his. So it's like throughout story mode, if at any point he was ever killed, I wouldn't have missed him. Yeah, Takeda was so damn cool in KX. Like, I didn't play him very much, but that's just because to me he feels a little technical, at least with his variations. Damn, best believe I would take him over who the hell did I just say? Over Kung Jin any day. I can see extremely arrogant, overconfident types like him that just really just get on my nerves. Man, they took away his teleport slam. Instead of like slamming them with a move kind of like the Zuna drop, he just slams them with that sickle, whatever you call that sword he has. And his voice, I don't like his voice. Like, I would have preferred for his voice they gave him something closer to what he had in Mortal Kombat 9. Like, I'm guessing they wanted him to sound more demonic, but it just sounds stupid. Yeah, and as I stated with his teleport slam, the fact that now instead of grabbing the opponent with his hands and slamming them, it's like, let's see. The best version of his teleport slam was from Mortal Kombat 9. Like, to me, it really looked cool in that game, and just the way it looks now, it just looks stupid. So it's kind of like it's those two things, and the way they have his voice done, I don't like. Alright, see you, Orion. Now, I'm about to end this stream soon myself anyways, because I am getting so tired. Probably just spend the rest of the night just playing, not playing, but watching YouTube. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I wanted to change the color for this one. I think that just about do it for now. Damn, microphone. No matter how much I complain, I already know for a fact that nothing's gonna make Cheetah get any better gear in this game. Hey, here's my shirt. I was looking for this. Man, it's too damn warm in this room to be wearing a shirt anyway. I gotta open the window. Oh, damn, it's locked. Holy shit, it is cold outside. Don't you just hate it when that happens? Hey, wait, does that count as a win for me? Yeah, I wonder if this guy's a blue beetle main. If it is, it'd be the first time I ran into a blue beetle main in a long while. Alright, let's do this. What the hell did that leave for? Oh, man. I'm just gonna assume either just because they really hate playing mirror matches, or maybe at the last second they really just had to leave. I remember at one point I ended up joining the match, but then I had to leave at the last moment, and the person sent me a message asking me why I left. It was basically harassing me about it. Ah, we meet again.
I could beat you one-handed.
You already know I'm just gonna do it again. Yeah, fuck this. See, I hate when people do that. It's like I don't want to play competitive mode. Seriously, they could just go to player match, and go to competitive versus right here. Like, it's right here. Instead of just going to regular versus and essentially just holding people hostage if they don't choose competitive mode for the character, just go to competitive versus right here. Speaking of which, I'm just going to do that. Yeah, fuck that. Ooh, classic Batman symbol. Nice.
You sought my aid before, Batman.
Plan to disappoint me again?
To protect the soil, yes. You have sown.
Ah, darn it.
Rethink your strategy.
Yeah, fuck out of here. as good as Swamp Thing's anti-airs are, it's kind of irritating how slow they come out. Be it down 2, down back 2. What's another one he uses as an anti-air? Oh yeah, 4-3, but that's so risky. Oh well, can't be helped, I guess. That's gonna be the end of this stream. Nothing too exciting, but at least I got to talk with Orion and play against Badwinkle. So thanks for all who tuned in. I hope you leave a like, and if you haven't already, subscribe and hit that bell button. I mean, it's kind of stupid you have to do that. You should just be able to subscribe and just get notifications every time from the beginning instead of having to click on the bell specifically afterwards. YouTube always doing a whole lot of extra. But there's nothing I can do about it, unfortunately. So again, I'll see you all on the next stream or video. Whenever, however.